My name is Ali Mancia. I am Mexican and Salvadorian. I'm a senior at the University of San Francisco. I'm a media studies major. I kind of want to be in media in general for my career, so like TV, radio, audio, like video, I don't really know yet. I want to create content. I'm a first-generation college student, so like I'm like the first person in my family ever to go to college. I'm from LA. I grew up in like a mainly like Hispanic community. My grandpa's a pastor of a Spanish-speaking church in LA, so that was like kind of like my community in LA. And I grew up speaking Spanish and English. My grandparents only speak Spanish, so I speak Spanish to them a lot. I live with my parents, and then I have my mom and my dad, and then I have two younger siblings, so I'm the oldest. I love my family. Like, not only am I really close to like my parents and like my immediate family, but also like my grandparents and my cousins and my aunt and uncles. Like, they're all a big part of my life. My dad is from Gotera. It's like a small village in El Salvador. My mom is from DF, so like Mexico City, like my mom's family. My grandpa on my mom's side is a minister, so he was able to come into the United States with like my mom and like her sisters and my grandma legally. Like, they came with a work visa, and so their citizenship process was a lot easier and like not as tough. Like, they didn't come here legally, they came here because of like his job. But my dad is from El Salvador. He came from like a civil war, like very like war-filled like country. He came to the States illegally. The reason that like my parents, like my dad, left the country is because they had like military like guerrillas. Like, they were trying to draft, they would go to schools and like draft like 10-year-old boys or like 12-year-old boys into like the military, and it was like a civil war. So like they would go to El Salvador, they'd go to the schools, and they'd like pick out like the tallest boys to like pick out and like fight in the actual war. So like my grandma left when my dad was really young, and she came to the States, and she had to like raise money to like come to the States. A lot of like the pain and suffering that my grandma did, she did so that like we wouldn't have to. She had to like support both of her kids. So like once he could start working, he did. So he started working at 17, and he's been working ever since. So he has like really strong work ethic that has like bleeded into like my work ethic. So just like that, coming from that background has definitely like impacted the way I am today. My grandma didn't know anyone. You know, we just started, like my family just started from the beginning in this country, and started fresh. So being able to like go to a university that's like a 4-year university and like be able to graduate. I know like everyone in my family is like super excited because it was like a privilege, because like no one in my family has been able to do it. I know that like they were a little skeptical when I was like, oh, I want to do media studies. I want to like, you know, they're just like, oh, do you want to like be an actress? Like, do you want to do this? I'm like, no, like I want to like make something. Like, I don't know what it is yet. Like, you know, it's still unsure, but like I just want to be able to create stuff. Being able to like succeed in this like current political climate, it's like, not only is it like I'm here and like my family's here, like we came here, we worked hard, but it's also like we're more than just like, we're valuable as people.
And they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Seeing the stuff that Trump has said about yellow Mexicans or Latin Americans or whatever, it just kind of like, it was shocking, but also kind of confirmed suspicion that like people, we know that there's people, I know that there's people that like don't want us here, but it also just made us want to work harder. There's so much harmful stereotypes and like harmful stuff that like has existed in history, especially in movies and like TV. So kind of being able to like create like a whole new platform, and that like a lot of people's ideologies and ideas about people of color or minorities comes from TV and movies. So being able to like create stuff that like accurately represents like our livelihood is what should be done. Actually create stuff that like can make a change or like have an impact.